all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Hey there, your yard took a real beating this summer. Luckily, Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard has your back. Just feed your grass with Scott's again this fall when the air is cool and the soil is warm. It's the perfect time to give your lawn a boost. If you do, Winter Guard will give your yard the nourishment it needs to help weak, thin grass recover and support root growth, giving you a greener, more resilient lawn both now and next spring. Guaranteed. Grab a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. You'll be back to barbecuing in no time. This is a Scott's Yard.
Hey parents, we all try to be extra careful with our children in the car, but then we get an important call or text. Remember, our children are watching. Make every drive a good example. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
Back on the Bossman Show here with Kevin McGeehan, the coach of the Campbell Fighting Campbells, here with us on the Bossman Show. Coach, how things over in North Carolina, man?
Hey, great to be on. Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Yeah, also how things over in North Carolina today, Coach? How was practice today? Did you all get a good workout today?
Yeah, everything was good. We had a very good practice. We're in between here this week, so we had a game Saturday. We don't play again until next Monday, so it's one of those weeks where we're take a couple days to get some rest in as well, and then work on special situations and kind of fine tuning things and maybe implementing a few things on both sides of the ball while we don't have to prepare for a game till later in the week. So
yes, indeed. Now, Coach, you begin year 7 here, leading the Fighting Camels. What do you feel is your biggest accomplishment since you got the job in 2013 with the program so far?
I'm very proud of the program that we've built. I think this is a really exciting year because we just came off a 3-year run where we went to 3 straight postseasons and won the conference last year, and it was a great run. We had some really, really good players that graduated, and now we're on to a new challenge with some young guys and a mix of sort of experience and new players, and it's been fun working with them and trying to figure it out. So I think every year is different, and I think when you get a chance to to mold a team and a very different group than we've ever had. It's really it's a great challenge and exciting opportunity.
Now, Coach, you had a 20-win season last year, so what did you and your staff prioritize as you went in the offseason this season? Come off a 20-win season, did you want to maybe get better defensively, offensively, get the young guys a little bit better? So what did y'all kind of prioritize knowing you had a 20-win season last year?
Well, like I said, it's such a different team. We graduated the third leading scorer all time in NCAA history, and another senior who was, basically an all-conference level player. So tons of experience. So we lost, and so there's a lot of new faces in the program. So I think we're always striving to be a little bit better. But in this year in particular, we're going to be just so very unique to us because we had so much production and output come from those two guys the last 3 years, as we had great success those 3 years. So I think both sides of the ball, we kind of probably figured we were going to have to be we're going to have to be better defensively in order to sort of offset the fact that we didn't have all that scoring coming back. And I've been pleased. I think we're making strides. We play fast. We play in transition whenever possible. We press. Last year we pressed third most in the entire country. And so there's a lot of really good things to build on. And yet when you have, different guys in different roles, it's gonna feel and look different. And we're kind of learning that now. And it's been a fun and exciting challenge.
Yes, indeed, Coach. And I know it's going to be fun for you as well because, like you said, trying to figure out the new pieces you have to play with, how to make them all mesh together, and finally send them an actual live game actually kind of helps you determine, like, what your rotations, what guys play well together in a game scenario rather than just in practice or in an open gym setting.
Yeah, for sure. It's we had an opportunity to go to Argentina for 10 days in August, and that was a little bit of a jump start on that process because we got to put the pieces together. The freshman players are able to come on that trip, and the new transfers and things like that. And so that gave us just a running start on it to try to see how the pieces fit together. And I think we're real unique right now. We have a very, very deep team, which I've never played this many guys before, and it's kind of a cool thing because the guys are really pulling for each other, celebrating each other's successes, and we're just talking about this mentality of, like, you're going to play in 4 or 5 minute stretches, go out there and empty your tank, and then let the next guy do the same. And it's been refreshing, and I'm not sure. I think it's working for us right now, and I'm hoping that we can continue to do it this style. I think we have 10 players that average 10 minutes or more, and we've played 13 players in 3 games and 12 in all 4. So we really are utilizing the bench like nobody does, and it's been really neat. It's a cool group to work with right now, and to try to learn how to be winners.
Yeah, that'll be fun. You're gonna play my role, empty your tank, do what you gotta do, defend like crazy, execute the offense. Cut the other guy. I think that'll be fun. It's kind of reminds me of hockey almost, having a different line, different rotations of the hockey almost.
Yeah, and the hardest thing is just figuring out how to do it from my end, and the coaching staff trying to figure out how to make those rotations happen and not have it feel exactly like a hockey change where you got 5 straight new. You could try to keep some continuity on the court, maybe some experience. But when we're learning as we go. But it's been good so far. I'm excited to see what kind of shape it will take and what our team will take as the season goes along.
Now, Coach, you've been good the past few years here, Coach. I know it's helped you boost in recruiting for Campbell as well, having a guy go to the NBA as well, and the senior playing well. So do you feel like the recruiting really helps you guys, and that you can get guys who are high school seniors? You can get a JUCO guy, a prep school kid, a transfer, sit one, play 2 or 3 for your grad transfer, or even a national kid, because you've been good for the last few years, and you have a brand now. Campbell has good basketball there.
I definitely think that there's an impact, and we're a more known entity now. Probably before Chris Clemens and the success we had recently, I would say most people outside of the state of North Carolina probably had no idea where Campbell was, or that we even had athletics or what have you. And so there's definitely a more recognizable brand in what we are. And I think in the recruiting, that oftentimes will get the foot in the door. And I think, sometimes that leads to a kid that decides to come. I'd say it probably has helped us some so far. I think there's also a cautionary tale in being careful not to lose who you are and how you got there. We've recruited really well, besides Chris, and we've recruited because we've found kids that want to be at Campbell, that want to be a part of our program, that want to get better, that are about the right things. They're good students, and that model has worked. And I've seen too many times where, because you can put yourself in front of a recruit that maybe has an extra star next to his name, or something like that, sometimes it leads to that getting a really good player, and sometimes it can also lead to you being involved with kids that don't end up coming. And sometimes you miss on the next round of guys that you should have been on because you put a lot of energy into that. And so I think you just have to be careful when you go about it to make sure you're staying with your mission and staying with your plan as far as getting the kids that fit and the kids that want to be there and are going to help you build your program. Because the stars next to the name don't mean all that much in the end. It's about the guys that want to get better and have the ability to get better. And then they really do take off when they get with us. So.
And Coach, you have two guys right here in Georgia on your roster. One, Messiah Thompson, a kid out of North Atlanta here, and also have a young man down from Americus, Georgia, down there in Joshua Lusain. So talk about those two young men who you brought to your team and what they're going to bring to you this year.
Yeah, they're both really good players. I'm excited about them. We've had a lot of success. Talking about Messiah, we've had a lot of success with small guards. Back to my time at Richmond, we've had, many, many good players. Kevin Anderson was a player of the year in the Atlantic 10 out of Atlanta also. But he was 5'10", and Kendall Anthony and Cedric Lindsay, and we just had a lot of really good small guys at Richmond. And then when we got to Campbell, I just was blown away by Chris when I saw him, and he did not disappoint. And so I think some people are a little afraid of having a smaller player, and I'm not. I think Messiah's a terrific player. He's a great passer. He's got a great heart, plays with great energy. There's some things that we're working on still that he's going to need to add to his game to be really, really good in college, but he's got a lot to work with. And I just think he falls in line because, a lot of times people are afraid, he's too small to play Division I and all that kind of stuff. I don't believe that, because those guys have the ball in their hands from when they're little, and they have to make decisions. Mm-hmm. So, when they're 9 and 10, they're decision makers, and they're ball handlers, and they're shot makers. That doesn't go anywhere, So he just maybe has to shoot a different shot, or shoot it from a step further back, or figure out a float game instead of a traditional pull-up. Usually the little guys figure it out, and they figure it out well. And I think Messiah falls right in line with those guys and some of the things that they've done. I think he's driven to be successful, and I think he'll be a terrific player for us in the end. Josh has really, really impressed me. We signed him late in the spring, and I've just been super impressed with his work ethic. His understanding of the game is better than I even thought when we recruited him. He's a terrific passer. He's doing a really nice job of understanding what we're doing and trying to figure it out. And, both of them have contributed and been a part of. We're 3-1 at this point, and they've been a part of every game, every game so far. So I'm pleased with their progress, and obviously a long way to go in a college career, but I think they're in very good spots as we sit right here.
I got a couple more for you here, Coach. Looking at your schedule outside the Big South, I see you some quality mid-major matchups this non-conference season. So I know probably scheduling is your biggest headache probably you have. And I know with you guys being good, guys don't want to come and play you at Campbell. It's hard to get guys to play you guys, with you guys being good. So can you talk about how tough it is to schedule, but also talk about how the schedule you have, the quality mid-major matchups that you do have, and how does it help the Campbell brand as well when you play non-conference games?
Yeah, I mean, scheduling is a tricky game, and I think people that don't follow it closely or have never coached don't really understand how much more complicated it is than it appears. Everybody's trying to schedule to win, and like you said, we definitely got we're able to. People were answering our calls a little more when they knew Clemens was graduating, but. It's not an easy matrix to figure out how to, set it up so that you're, playing quality opponents. And, oftentimes, higher level conferences won't come to you. So, you're playing those road games. And I think it's good in a lot of ways because it tests you and gets you ready for Big South play. We've played 3 road games already, and we're 2-1 in those road games and all those conference. That's the Sun Belt, that's a CAA, and that's a Southern Conference opponents. Those are good quality opponents. And I think there's something to trying to figure out how to get a good schedule where you can win some games, but also challenge yourself and get yourself ready for Big South play. And we got a couple good ones. We've got a very good regional feel to our schedule this year. We've already played Coastal Carolina and Wilmington and the Citadel, but we played Elon. We play East Carolina. We play a lot of good, solid games within our region, which I think is exciting for our fan base because, they're familiar with these teams, They have brothers that went to East Carolina or, aunts that went to Elon. And those games mean a little more when there's a little bit of regional flavor to them. So.
Yes, indeed. And, Coach, the last one I got for you is this. Who are some coaches individuals that really mean a lot to you and had a great impact on you in your coaching career so far?
Well, I mean, the biggest influence in my career has been Coach Chris Mooney, who's the head coach at the University of Richmond. He and I started coaching together back in high school in 1996. And we coached together for a couple years in high school, and then we coached Division III together in the Philadelphia area. And then he went on to be an assistant at the Air Force Academy. And then he brought me out there when he became the head coach at the Air Force Academy. And then to the University of Richmond, and that has brought me to my opportunity at Campbell. But we coached together from our very beginning time coaching. So a lot of our philosophy and development, the way we think about player development in the game and X's and O's was influenced by him and just been a great mentor, friend, and he's been the biggest influence on my career by far.
Well, Coach McGeehan, good to catch up with you. I'm looking forward to watching your team this year and see what you guys do. And if you're ever in Atlanta recruiting some more good kids, let us know. Love to have you come in the studio here in Midtown Atlanta with us sometime as well.
Sounds great. We'd love to do it.
Hey, Coach, have a great day. Talk to you real soon now.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
All right, it's Kevin McGeehan on the Bossman Show.
Hip hop fans, I got a great album for you. the debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today. True Speech and 313 Fresh. Family Grind ENT. Believe in it. Get it.
A gorgeous tan from Suntan City gives you an inner glow that relights the fire when you run into your first crush.
Vicky, who was that?
An old boyfriend.
Lucky you just tanned at Suntan City.
Lucky he's single. We're doing lunch tomorrow.
Won't be single for long then.
During Tour of the City, try all 5 tans, including spray tan, for just $4.99. Restrictions may apply. Click to buy now.
When you're a teen, you finally get to make some of your own decisions. Who are you going to hang out with? What do you want to be? Are you going to glance at that text while driving? Remember, a split second is all it takes for something tragic to happen. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
It's maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer.
Tell me what you gonna do to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me.
Alexa, play Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
Okay.
Maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Yeah, it's your man JC, the host with the most, baby, and it goes down each and every Saturday night right here in the city of Memphis. That's right, y'all. It goes down at Clicks Sports Bar Memphis, baby. 3705 Malco Way, Memphis, Tennessee, 38125. Come out and join us, the Three Kings, each and every Saturday night for the livest karaoke in the city. Everybody gets in free till 10 p.m. Only $5 after. Great food. We got drink specials. We got all kind of games, man. We got the pool tables popping. Whatever you want, we got you, man. Come on out. Have a good time with us each and every Saturday night. That's Clicks Sports Bar, Memphis.